So as I'm recording this, this is the 6th of November and FM24 officially fully released as a game, and I am so excited to really dive in to this on the med save, pun intended. Today over on Twitch we started our journey with NK Dekani in Slovenia, as mentioned in the announcement video not so long ago. I'm probably live on Twitch right now as you're watching this, so if you want to go and check me out, the link is down in the description, twitch.tv/DeeBoiPlays. But yeah, we started things with Dekani, and let's have a little recap of how things went in that first session. So this is pretty much post-stream. Pretty much as soon as we finished the stream, I've jumped on here and I've started recording this video. And we had a wonderful start to the campaign. 5 games in the league, all 5 of them won. And we were using a very, very fun tactic that I made in an offline save. May I present to you, ladies and gentlemen, the hammer. The only reason this is called the hammer, I started a little save in Iceland with a team called Fjordur. I believe Work the Space did a save with them quite a while ago. But I started a save with them and I made a tactic that I just found really, really fun playing with them, which is this. And I called it the hammer because Fjolnir sounds like Mjolnir, Mjolnir's Thor's hammer. It makes sense to me, I'm a Marvel nerd. And we've had a really, really good start to life with NK Dekani using this exact formation. It's been great. We've had some really, really good starts to things. 6 goals between the 2 strikers, some goals from the Mazzalas as well. Loving life with it. Let's talk about some of the transfers that we brought in though. So we bought in a handful of freebies. The 2 loans that you can see at the top, they were already at the club before, but we bought in Tomislav Barisic, a right wing back from Bosnia, how basically just gives us a bit of cover around the place. Jalan Arko, and I believe it's Lan Urjevec. Again, I'm going to murder all these names. 2 goalkeepers, because the club only had 1 when we started. And obviously we're going to need a little bit of depth there. If it's anything like it was in the beta with goalkeeper injuries, it's important for us to get a couple of those through the door. Ziga Sojc, apologies for pronunciation. He's basically a Slovenian striker that we brought in. Same with Adam Jakupovic. I'm trying. And Dennis Bow is a centre midfielder. Basically just gives us a little bit of depth. But no money spent because, let's face it, Slovenian second tier doesn't have a lot of cash. And before we do a proper deep dive into a lot of things with this save, I just wanted to point out I'm actually using the SAS24 skin at the moment. He's just done an update for November, so I'll put a link down in the description if you want to go and check that out. It's got loads of fun little details and extra things that can really help you understand the game to so much more detail than you could before. And I believe Second Yellow Card did a really, really wonderful video just explaining all the things going on with the skin. So yeah, check out the SAS skin. Let's do a little recap of how these games went for us in the league. Obviously pre-season was pretty decent as well. We were experimenting with a few different formations as well, but we settled on the hammer, and I'm very excited to see how it's going to do at this level. It worked wonders for me in Iceland while I was managing as Fjolnir. Hopefully it continues to do well with NK Dekani. But yeah, let's have a little look at some of the match highlights. So we started our season with a game against Dravinja Kostroy. I'm murdering that name, I know that. Went a goal down early on, but the use of Nick Fortuna as a striker and a follow-up goal from Mestric helped us secure 3 points on the opening game of the season. The fun continued in our first home game. We played a match against Beltinci, and a penalty from Mestric kicked things off for us rather wonderfully, and then a nicely played ball in from Yerman to Fortuna for goal number 2. In our next away game, we came up against Triglav Kranja, and with a wonderful opening goal from Fortuna, we did actually go a man down, but that didn't stop us from piling on the pressure, getting goal number 2, thanks to this wonderful goal from our left-back, Klavora. Triglav, though, did manage to sneak a goal back later on in the game. Still, 3 points for us. Now, our second home game was an absolute goal fest. We hosted Naftal Ndava and absolutely decimated them 5-1. This was an absolute joy to watch this game live on Twitch. Fortuna setting up Krapunik, one of our centre mids. No, actually, sorry, that's his partner up front. The other goal scorer, Georgi, he's one of our centre mids. He managed to get himself a brace, as did Krapunik, thanks to some really wonderful passing around. This hammer formation, those double Metzalas and double advanced forwards, oh my god, what an absolutely just dangerous combination they can be. Our fifth goal, of course, coming from a cross in, and Mestrich pouncing on the loose ball. NAFTA, however, did not want to leave empty-handed and did manage to get in a late goal, stopping us from getting a clean sheet. And the last match on stream was against Bilya away. We did manage to win, but it was a little bit of a laboured game, Kaprunic getting the only goal in that one. And the thing I've learned so far from these games, first of all, there's some interesting things going on in the Slovenian lower tiers where you have players in your squad that actually do a better job in other areas. And I guess this is one of those learning curves that we all experience in the game sometimes, but you can play people out of position, you can shove them into a whole new role, and they'll actually be incredible for it. The two main people for that would be Nick Fortuna, who is mostly a left midfielder, but has the attributes you can see. He's got that triple threat right there, and if you play him in that advanced forward role, he actually does a really good job. Let's just highlight that just so you can see that. If I highlight the advanced forward role, he's pretty much ticking all the boxes. None of the things that are highlighted. Maybe stamina and balance could be a little bit better, of course. There's loads of things within this within all this information that could be better, but quite frankly, it's the second tier of Slovenian football. This is more than good enough. And we've got an incredibly similar thing going on with Kaprunic here. You highlight that position and give him on that advanced forward, and all of the right things are kind of looking good. Again, there's a few... Obviously, he's going to be nowhere near good enough to compete in somewhere like the Premier League or anywhere like that, but for this level, more than likely going to do a great job. And so far, 3 goals in 5 games. I'm a happy manager. But that's been life so far for me in Slovenia. It's only been the one stream so far over on Twitch, but we are going to be continuing the adventure over there. So obviously, if you'd like to come and check that out, like I say, come over to twitch.tv/DeeBoiPlays. Come and hang out, enjoy some fun with us in Slovenia while we're there at the moment. Hopefully the winning ways will continue for Dekani, and yeah, hopefully I will see you there. Other than that though, look after yourselves. I'll see you in the next video. Laters.